Yes, boys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of this Girona career mode where things are going pretty well. As we managed to turn our form around in the last episode, even seeing us get a victory against Barcelona. And thanks to some of those results, it's seen us rise to 7th in the table and in the hunt for European football, which is all we really could hope to achieve this year. Speaking of European football, though, we did go crashing out in the group stage, finishing bottom of the group. It was a very close group in terms of Lens, PSV, and ourselves, but an unfortunate defeat to Lens on the final match day sees us knocked out of European football completely. But that's fine. We can now just solely focus on the league. In this episode, we should see the January transfer window open as well. We're hoping to move some players out so that we can bring some in, because we really need to bring some players in. If you're new to the channel though, boys, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well if you enjoyed the video. It helps us get seen by more and more people. Let's get into this one. Let's hopefully continue picking up some good results, get some good wins, and keep climbing the table. But most importantly, hopefully we can get some players out of the club. And one main player, importantly, is getting Artem Dubrovnik out of the team. Like, he's been transfer listed now for a long period of time, and I haven't received a single bid for him. So I'm starting to get a little bit stressed that we're not going to be able to make the deal happen. We're not going to be able to get the deal done. But, I mean, surely it's only a matter of time, because I want to sign a new striker. Stuani, Stuani is Stuani, and Garrido isn't good enough for the team. So we've just solely relied on Luka Jovic, and you can see from his fitness there, this man is being run ragged right now. He's doing everything, and he's doing everything in front of goal. He's by a country mile the top goal scorer. He's the only one with more than one goal. Like, we just got a slew of players with one goal in this team. Speaking of new players, though, to the team already, if you didn't see the last episode, we did sign Sebastian Cordova, who was a free transfer. Actually looks very good. 1 assist and 1 goal since joining the team. These are the kind of stat lines I want to be seeing for the new players coming in, having an impact. So hopefully we can keep using him, getting him the game time, because Oscar Bobby's injured and he's going to be out for another 5 weeks. So while that's ongoing, we need to hope that players like Cordova could do that. We also changed Andre Almeida up to a cam, but I am going to quickly change him back to a centre mid as soon as possible. We just need cover in that position, because I think we're going to let Borja Garcia go. He submitted a transfer request. I don't think we'll get much for the 33-year-old, but if we get anything, that's going to be handy. Right now, the transfer budget sits at 5 million, and there's not much we can do with 5 million. Now, before we can get carried away with transfers, though, we do have to take on Real Betis first, and they have a pretty decent starting 11. The fact that they've got Isco in their team, Hector Bellerin, Ayoze Perez, it's starting to worry me, and I know William Jose up top is very good, and when I peek on the bench, they have Hulk. Brazilian Hulk. I never knew that was a thing. Luckily for us, the always injured Nabil Fekir will not be able to start in this game, and their run of form is absolutely horrendous. So hopefully we can take advantage. Luckily for us as well, we can put out a very strong starting 11 going into this one. Now, Luka Jovic scored 2 times in the last game, so hopefully there'll be that kind of, I don't know, output from him again today. That's just all I need, is continuing to find him as just frequently as possible in dangerous positions in the box, because the man is scary when he's in the box. Nunes has been very good for us. The fact that he's on loan is stressing me out a bit, because his performances have been fantastic. Nunes, side to Almeida. Oh, I nearly found that into Luka Jovic. That is just a slight warning that ball is on, and it is on often. Betis yet to really do anything in this game, so this is a rare foray forward for them, and they will be looking to get into these positions as often as possible, but they won't want that to be the outcome. That was really good defending. Almeida. Is that going to be a ball in behind to Luka Jovic? That's a great touch from Luka Jovic. Oh, great shot. Great opportunity for the first time in this game. Luka Jovic forcing the goalkeeper into a save. We're, what, 42 minutes into this match? That is the first save we forced the goalkeeper into, but on another moment or another time, that would have actually been a goal. And I'm going to go in here with the ball again, and this time Luka Jovic will be found. It's Victor Sagankov with the ball in, and all we need is just to create these moments, just have these kind of moments where he will find the back of the net. That's his 7th for the season, and that's his 3rd goal in 2 games. He's a danger man. He really is. Signing of the season, without a doubt. We might do a poll for that this year. I've never done a poll for signing of the season, I don't think, but we could do that, and he should win it. I would be surprised if we look at the signing so far. Depends what's going to happen in this January, I guess. But he, for me, would be signing of the season. Halftime whistle blows Girona with the advantage. We're going to see Isco come off, who was tired at the start of this game, very early into this second half. But I don't think you'll see any wildness from me in this second half. I will take a 1-0 against Real Betis. They have a good squad. They have a really good squad. So I'm happy to sit on this. I'm happy to take this result right now. We've got a corner. The big man Stuani is on. Let's see if he gets a chance. He does. His first touch is the header towards goal, but there's just too many bodies in front. We're going to win this back. What can Sagankov do? Is he going to keep it? He's not. Mark Roca there dealing with that. Well, the ref calls an end to proceedings here in what was not the most entertaining game of football. To be honest with you, once I scored that goal with Luka Jovic, we were happy to sit, play a low block, be defensive, try and escape here in Real Betis with the points. And that's exactly what we did. And I'm happy with it. We're not a high-scoring team. We just don't have that in us right now. We don't have the wealth of talent to do that. Luka Jovic makes it his 7th goal of the season, and we get another 3 points. Well, it's time to enter January now, but the first game in January is going to be against Atletico Madrid. Not the way you'd want to start, but then we play Almeria, Sevilla, and Celta Vigo. And these are 3 games that... All right, the Sevilla game, the Celta Vigo game might be quite difficult, but they're winnable games of football. And as long as we can continue to do that, let's look where we stand in the table right now. We can keep doing that. If we finish 5th, Europa League football, I will be over the moon. Right now, Atletico Madrid are behind us. So does that tell you something about where this team's heading? Maybe. Atletico might be having a bad year. Now, as the January transfer window has opened, obviously... there's one player that everyone has called for me to sign, and I want to get done as quickly as possible. It's Bojan Mijovic. Look, you guys are going to have to help me with that. He's North Macedonian, 24 from Aberdeen. They've signed him in real life, but again, financially, the funds aren't available. We don't have them. There's not the money to do this deal. I want to get it done. I want to get it done now. Can I do it? No. So, just remember, I want this just as much as you guys do, but I can't right now until some players leave the club. We're really struggling to get players out the door, off the books. That has probably been the most difficult thing. Now, I take on Atletico Madrid here, knowing that this is going to be a very tough game. Griezmann, Morata up top. Rodrigo de Paul, Koke, Axel Witsel. They play 5 at the back. They're going to be near impossible to break down. If we could escape from this game with a draw, they're in pretty fine form as well. 6th place right now. They're also going to be playing wing play. We've had to make a few changes, but all in all, I'm pretty happy. I'm just playing the... backup right back. Cordova comes back in at cam. Really impressed with him so far. So, see what Diego Simeone's got. If they sit back, I'm okay with that because they can sit back and we'll sit back as well. Because a point from this would be an insane result. It also still keeps them behind us. That's it. We just want them in the rear view. Just keep them behind us. Early, it actually looks like they're going to try and dominate possession. I don't know what that pass was. Ooh, that was a bit risky. Yeah, early doors here. It's looking like they're going to try and just dominate a bit of possession. And, I mean, I'm just going to have to deal with that. And that's... give him a red. Give him a red for me, please. Send this man off. Yes! Yes! Antoine Griezmann is off the pitch. We've had so much luck against the bigger sides with red cards. He comes... what's the point, Antoine? Do you know what the point is? I slipped him a tenner. 10-year-old note before the game started. I said, you know what, Antoine? Me and you go way back. Remember how many good times we've had in the past together? How about you go sliding in, right? You go sliding in on the youngster, and you just make my life a bit easier. Come on, make my life a bit easier, and let us have a man advantage. And that's exactly what he's done for me. I might have slipped somebody else a tenner. We'll see as the game goes on. Now, my crossing game so far hasn't been good in whatever this mod is. Oh, Cordova, he's in. Oh, Jovic. Oh, my God, Jovic. You got to win that one. That maybe should have been 1-0 to Girona right there. How many chances are we going to get like that? I don't actually know. So, you got to score. You got to score in those moments. Cordova, though, already looking dangerous. He just drifts into really good positions like a natural cam. And that's what Almeida doesn't do. Reinildo in space. That's what you don't want him to be. Okay. Oh, Reinildo. Back in, back across, good ball in. Llorente makes it 1-0. They might have a man less, but they're really attacking with some width and a lot of threat. Is Llorente offside? I don't... Has this been given as offside? It can't be given as offside. Yeah, okay. The celebration just didn't happen properly. I don't know what actually happened there. But I was thinking in my head, I was like, there's no way he was offside. Not even close. So we have to come from a goal down. And we maybe got a bit too confident after the sending off. Well, 10 men or not, they've dominated possession for the rest of the first half since scoring the goal. I don't know how we're going to break them down. I'm going to be honest. I need them to tire maybe a little bit in the second half, and we can just, I don't know, keep prodding the bear a little bit and hopefully find a way through. Miguel, inside. Cordova finds Luka Jovic. He can hold the ball up, but he needs a bit of help. Going to get it in the end. Fran Perez fires off the shot. Whip this one across. Oh, blocks there. That's the best chance we've had of this game, boys. That is by far the best chance we've had of this game. They're making my life so difficult in terms of coming forward. It's obvious that Simeone is in charge of this team. They are making it near impossible. But we're going to make some subs now then as time's just ticking down in this game. And just hoping that one of these young men could come on a pitch and do something. Give me a goal, please. Just give me anything because I am struggling like mad right now to do anything against the opposition. Oh, here they come. De Paul. Back across. Morata. Oh, it's game over. You give them a sniff. Honestly, I hate Simeone so much. We've not really given them a sniff. I think they've had 2 shots, lads. But every time they come forward, they're just a threat and they just lull you. You don't expect them to get that many chances, and then when they have them, they're just really good quality. Morata makes it 2. They might be a man down, but it has had 0 impact. I think if anything, it's helped them because they've just sat so deep, given me all of the football, really. What are we doing, Herrera? They've pretty much given me all of the football, and then I've not really known what to do with it. They're not the kind of side with the quality we have that we're going to find easy to break down. And unfortunately, even as the home side, Diego Simeone is going to get one over on me. I can see the rivalry already beginning. I hate his style of football. And it showed today, though, that his style of football, with the quality they've got, was just too good for us. They're going to leapfrog us now in the table. We'll at least be 6th or 7th. And we'll actually be 6th. And to be fair, I expect Atletico Madrid to just keep going on now and climbing and being in that top 3 race because they're miles out at the minute from even being in a title race. Like, they are a long way out from it. Still no bids have been coming in. And we had this Copa del Rey game against Valencia. And my focus isn't the Copa del Rey this season, but fair play. We managed to win it 3-1. We put out a very strong 11. Sagankov is going to get 2 goals in this one, and Stuani's going to come off the bench as well, just to kind of seal the deal. I'll take that. That's a good win. Right, so finally, some bids coming in, and this is making me happy. We got one for Valery, we got one for Stuani. I feel wrong doing this because, I don't know, he's like a club legend or something, but I'm going to accept this bid for Stuani. I'm just going to take it from Atalanta. This will give us enough money to bring in the other striker, so we need to get that done. And Valery, this bid seems low compared to bids we've had already, so I'm going to reject it for now, but trust me, Valery is very much on the chopping block. But before we can find anything out about those deals, we played against Almeria, who had 9 points up until this stage, and we go ahead and lose to them. Of course, the sim does it to me again. Luka Jovic with the goal for us, but they score 2 goals. Jonathan Vieira and Arribas in the 88th minute. Our up and down form seems to continue, but there is some good news as we come out of that game. Some very, very good news, and that is that the deal for Stuani is done, and we can now go and make a deal of our own. Oh, wow. I come back to a insane bid for Ana Martinez from Villarreal. 72.2 million. The amount of business we could do with that would be insane, but he is a rail gem, and I'm not going to just bend to Villarreal. There's no way we let him go to Villarreal. Well, of course, it could have been more obvious who was going to be our first signing of this window. We all knew it. He signed for them in real life. Now, I just have to preface this right from the start. Is this the kind of player that I would have signed personally for 8.4 million, which is all our budget, basically? Going to be honest with you. No, it isn't. The guy is very, very slow, which doesn't suit what we're trying to do with the team. But physically, he should be able to hold up the ball, and it doesn't look like he's a bad finisher of the football. So for now, once again, until I can get players off the books because of that deal, that's it. That's all I got for you guys right now. It's frustrating, right? It is really frustrating. Now, we finally have one for Dubovnik. Let's see what the bid is going to be. It's going to be a swap deal. Are you smoking? I'm going to try and change that. So, holy buts. Victor Sagankov, would I be open to it? Do I want him to go? It's also Barcelona. Now, you might look at Sagankov as our best player, but attribute-wise, he isn't the greatest. And if we could milk a lot of money, let's just... two Ukrainians. Let's just figure out the deal right now for Dubrovnik. I don't want Tinjedvaj. In years gone by, I used to really like him. Versatile centre-back. In fact, do I want Tinjedvaj? How old is he? Can I still look at Tinjedvaj on this screen? Is that achievable? It's not. Oh, I really probably should have looked a little bit closer. They've got Koulibaly. Because if he was still young, I actually would really like him. But at 3.4 million, I'm thinking there's no way he's still young, right? No, there's just no way he's still young. We're going to remove that. We're going to propose a new fee. This is what, Saudi Arabia? We know they got money. So I'm going to go like 28 mil. And oh God, I pray that they'd pay 28 million. Okay, so they're now putting in Budimir, but I don't know how much Budimir is actually worth. I don't know how good he is, so this is just wild for me. So propose a new transfer fee and maybe like 24 million above his value, but he's been on the list for a long time. So 24 million is a lot of money for me to deal with. I've been pretty good so far with the budget last time out. 24 million could be a tasty amount of money for me. Now, just because I'm wild and these rumors happened and we've received the formal bid, of course we have, for Sagankov, and I'm hoping he's not going to get unhappy by this. I'm going to go in. And I'm going to go in ridiculously with my expectations. I want 60 million, Javi. And if you are willing to give that, then there you go. There's a huge gap. The gap's too big for us. That's fine by me. Sagankov will be staying for now. Oh, wow. They don't stop Villarreal now. The Sagankov stuff, I was trying to say he's staying. What is this offer? Who's the swap deal? Centre mid, Santi Cosena? I don't know how you say that, but he's not awful. I'm happy with our centre mids now. I appeal to the fact that it was Barcelona. I'm not going to appeal to the fact that it's Villarreal and probably a rivals. We're going to take on Sevilla next in the league. They are in terrible form, boys. Like, would you look at that? If this was an opportunity to get back on track in terms of victories, I think this could be the game. But I actually think Villarreal are a really good team, so who knows? Who knows if this could be the game where we get back on track? Obviously, the biggest news for us going into this game, it's a home one, but the biggest news is that Mijoviski is on the bench for the first time, and I will try and give him game time. Usually, my striker doesn't last. I've gone with what I think is actually now my normal starting 11. Jovic, Cordova behind him, Perez on the left. I've just really settled in with him. I like Perez, and this team has done well so far. So if we could go out here again today and just have a good performance. Again, I'm all about the 1-0s. I'm all about sneaking victories right now. So if we can go out and do that, I'd be so happy. Yankov's still on the team for now. And I'm hoping he's going to be on the team for a while, actually. I like Sagankov. Is this a ball into Cordova? That was so close. That was so close. But Ivan Martins can pick this back up. And look how deep they're sitting already. Can I get a ball in here with VAR now? I can. It's not a good one, though. Is he going to run inside? Oh, he has. Luka Jovic. Back across. That was beautiful. Martin now with a shot. Oh, we're 1-0 up. And that's finally another player in the team that has more than one goal to his name. It's Ivan Martin. And he's been good. I'm not going to lie. He's our best central midfielder. If we're being honest, he's our best central midfielder. And we've been rotating in the other guys, but Luka Jovic gets himself an assist as well. I was tempted to play it again to Perez, but I'm glad I didn't. He rocketed that home. Martins in behind to Luka Jovic. Oh, I thought that was going to be too heavy. Luka Jovic. Oh, straight through the goalkeeper. Make that to Sevilla, who their run of form just really does continue when you're performing like this. There's gaps all over the midfield for me to exploit. And that man, Luka Jovic, as he does so often, gets on the score sheet. He ain't going to be worried that we've signed a new striker. He ain't going to bat an eyelid with the performances he's putting in. Herrera. Stop ball into Luka Jovic. He finds him. And then is there a ball in? There might be. Cordova. Cordova! It's free. It's sloppy from the back. A back line at Sevilla that has Sergio Ramos in it, boys. Very, very sloppy. It's 3-0. This is dangerously close to just being, well, embarrassing right now for them. And that is another player in the team who finally has more than one goal scored. So we have Cordova on 2. We also have Ivan Martins on 2. This is a real performance, this, from the boys. Gaps opening up. Finds Sagankov. Sagankov's ball through to Cordova. He's beautiful. Cordova pulls it back. Cordova! Oh, my God. That was nearly 4. He's impressing me so much, the Mexican free transfer. He's 3-0. We're about to hit half-time, but you are seeing just pure domination here and a breakdown from Sevilla. They're having a really bad year. We nearly picked Sevilla. Let's remember that as well. They're having a really bad year, and we're just swarming them. This is unreal. At the over. Gets that one inside. Perez pulls it back. Luka Jovic. Oh, stunning. It's going to be 4. This game is over. To be honest, it was over at halftime. Luka Jovic makes it 4-0 Girona. It's just more great play from us again. Everybody on the pitch today just singing from the same hymn sheet. Perez is ball in, and Luka Jovic slots that one home. And that scoreline is just going to prompt me to make a whole host of subs. We're going to see Mijoviski for the first time. Don't know if I'm saying that right, to be honest with you still. And just a load more players coming onto the pitch. We'll see what happens now. I think this game's pretty much done. I don't think there's going to be much more happen now. I am not aggressively still going for this game. I don't see the point at this stage. We might as well rest legs and just feel a little bit more comfortable going forward. Fran Beltran is going through, and that is just a great pass to Andre Almeida. Is it another? It is. Of course it is. Oh, I can't get over how bad Sevilla are. The more and more they have gone for this, the easier it's just become. Andre Almeida now sliding through. We've got so many good young Spaniards out there on the pitch right now. So many good young players out there on the pitch right now. The Girona team is really starting to come together. That's for sure. It's good to see Fran Beltran as well doing well there in that movement because, of course, Nunes is on loan. I don't think we're going to have the funds to bring in Nunes permanently next season. And, you know, we're going to go out and sign Donny van der Beek. We already know that because it's a move that happened in real life. But Fran is probably going to have to play that position next season. And him having a good performance, that means the world to me. I tell you what, I bet Sevilla are happy to hear that final whistle go. A fantastic 5 from us today. 5 goals, seen lots of goal scorers. Of course, Luka Jovic being Luka Jovic. And I got to see some of the youngsters as well have great performances. But it just sticks in my mind the most that Fran Perez down that left-hand side is the best decision we've made, that signing from Valencia. Now, as we come out of this game, I am hoping for the news of Dubrovnik leaving the club, and we still don't have it, and we're about to go into another game. We're getting constant Sagankov bids now, though, but again, Barcelona, Real Madrid, or one of the biggest sides in England, then we'll start to open those conversations, have those negotiations, but right now, I'm not open to it. Oh, we do have the sale. Finally, how long has this sale taken me to get done? Dubrovnik will be leaving the club. It's about damn time. Look, I wanted to use him, but he left in real life. It was his choice to go to Roma in real life, not my choice to see him leave. But now he does finally leave the club, and the money that we bring in for him is going to be so pivotal. It really is. Of course, we still need a backup left back. We need another couple of centre backs because I have no one. If a centre back goes down injured now, I am absolutely screwed. Now, the midfield and the wingers and stuff, yeah, of course I'd love to touch that and sign players for those positions because us going forward has been a problem. But we need to future-proof this back line. We have an aging back line, and we are in trouble if we don't improve it. With 24 million in the bank, we might finally now have some money to be able to do that. Now, I've obviously been scouting centre-backs, and, you know, Waldemar Anton is one I wanted. Uri is definitely someone I really wanted, but he's gone up in value, 28, and I want to keep the Spanish theme, but I have found Tutor from Eintracht Frankfurt for a decent 11.2 million potentially. He's got good play styles, and he's a quick centre-back, which will help us cover ground. He's also got the long ball pass, jockey, and block. So Tutor, in my mind, would be the best player we could go for right now at centre-back, and he's the one I want. He genuinely is the one I want. Uri is the guy I could go for after. But, yeah, I think Tutor's going to be the guy we go for first. I'm going to go 11.4 million. This is not a deal. I'm going to do, I think they probably want a little bit more. Let's go 11.9 million. Can I just kind of, there we go. 11.9 million. So just under 12 million for Tutor. This is a great deal. And he's actually going to take a little pay cut from his Frankfurt deal. So Tutor, our new number 6, joins the club. And just overall strengthens the back line because he is a young centre-back who will continue to improve, where Daley Blind, Diego Carlos, their time is nearly done. Their time is nearly done as centre-backs. I'm hoping they don't go down in rating because we're probably going to need them next season. But we needed this deal more than ever. Wow, we're going to get hurt by the simulation bug again. This is en route to us trying to find a left-back. And Mijoviski's going to get his first goal for the club, which is great to see. But to lose 3-2, yeah, it's in the cup. And I don't really care that much about the cup this season. But look at 16 shots for us, boys. 60% possession. And... it's just frustrating. It's frustrating that that's the result that knocks us out of the cup. But to be honest with you, I'm happy. Mio's got his first goal for the club, and I'm happy to be out because we got Celta Vigo coming up next, which should allow us to leap back into 6th, at least, maybe even 5th. Bad news, though, after that game is that Valerie's going to be out for 4 months with a broken foot, and he's been the main rotation player when Perez can't play on the left-hand side, so this is a big loss. Well, we get a bid in here then for 34-year-old David Lopez. It's like they know that we've made the deal for Tuta, but no, Lopez has been fantastic this season. He's going nowhere. Time for this Celta Vigo game then, and they have a pretty decent 11. They could be very difficult, but we know what we need to do in this game. This one has to be a win. Their form is worrying, though, and teams that have been in form have probably been the hardest games we've played. They've got 4 wins in their last 5 matches. This game's going to offer us our first opportunity to get to see Tuta, but there you go. 3 goals in 3 games for Luka Jovic. He's firmly the man in form right now. And I'm starting to think, as time goes on, and he is in form and playing well, how long do we get to keep him? We might have helped him resurrect his career here, but that might be all he's okay with if we start to get big bids from other teams. I don't mind resurrecting players' careers. I don't have an issue with that. I can see us being that kind of team, to be honest with you. But it would be frustrating to lose him because finding a striker that can score goals is one of the hardest things to do in football. Are we opening up a gap here? Cordova wanted that ball back across. Oh, nearly in. Oh, he nearly steals it there as well. Cordova is a beast. By the way, we have Oscar Bob back. He's on the bench for this one, so I'm intrigued to see if we get to see him play some football today. That'll be good. If we can put ourselves in a position to bring on Mijoviski so that I can have a little bit more time with him as well as bringing on, you know, Oscar Bob would be fantastic news. Cordova. Oh, he's played it too late. He's played it too late. Luka Jovic, shot saved. Did he play it too late? I thought he was miles offside. Well, he wasn't. Maybe I shouldn't have been so rash with a shot. I was super rash with a shot, thinking that he was an acre offside. And I'm paying for that now. Herrera with the chance and the shot. Oh, it's a big save, but Cordova has got down. He's holding his shoulder. I don't want that to be an outcome for us. He's going to come off. We're going to see Oscar Bob way sooner than anybody expected in this game. Could be a huge injury. I really can't afford for him to be out for any length of time, to be honest with you, but Oscar Bob kind of comes back. He was really good for us, and then Cordova, who came in, stepped him in Almeida, and you know, he's been really good for us, although Oscar Bob now plays it into Luka Jovic. Luka Jovic! Oh, again, Gaeta saves it, but Oscar Bob back in the team doing what he does. He causes problems, so maybe we won't miss Cordova as much as we think. This one in. That's a good ball in. That's a good ball in for Tuta to get his first goal for the club. I am devastated. Someone score it. Someone score it. Someone score it. Oh, Gaeta, you lucky boy. It gets worse for us. Somewhere in that melee, Herrera managed to get injured. Now, look at my centre mid options on the bench. There isn't any. Who am I going to play as a central midfielder? Here is... oh, this is bad. This is bad. -4, -7. So it's definitely not him. Who else? Sagankov would be -4. Perez -3. I think it's going to be Perez. So I'm going to play Perez there. This is not ideal. Herrera is then going to come off. And we will play Asperia there. I mean, these injuries, these are kicking my ass right now. This is not a period in the season we want these injuries. We should be 1-0 up. That's for damn straight. We should have just scored there. But, yeah, these injuries are going to cause me problems. Like, big-time problems. Score that. Oh, never mind. Then Daley Blind with a screamer. Oh, we'll reset. Great start to the game, but the injuries are really starting to worry me. And I've just had another man got down off the ball. What the hell is going on right now? Nunez with the shot. It's going to be blocked. I'm getting really stressed because that looks like another injury. 3 injuries in the first 20 minutes of this game. Maria now plays that one inside. Miguel still. Just to whip it back across. He does. Sagankov. Oh, that is stunning. What a ball in. Another goal for Victor Sagankov. He's been rumour mill central to be leaving the club. He ain't going nowhere at this stage, boys. I'll tell you that for free. And we needed that goal because I'm going to assess now if there is another injury. But we definitely needed this. This is great for Martinez. Both fullbacks have been stunning this year for me. And the news is that Ana Martinez now, has picked up an injury. Illich is going to come on for him. The fact that we made 3 substitutions at this stage of this game is really starting to stress me out. We are looking like a different side if any of these injuries are long-term. And I don't know what we're going to do. The transfer market might have to be used even a little bit more here with these injuries. I do know with the realism mod you get more, which is what we want. It's exactly what we want out of the game. Teams have injury crises, and you don't really have them on this football game, on FC or on FIFA, ever. So it's good to be having one, I guess, but I'm not enjoying the situation that we could be in. A little bit of a decent spell now for Celta Vigo. They're going to try and loft that. Oh, he goes for it. Fair enough. The Gazaniga's equal to that easily. But I'm just surprised he went for it. Real now. Oh, he's found a ball forward, maybe. Luka Jovic in that position. Oh, this guy on. Stunning. This guy is different class, boys. He really is. He bags yet another goal for Girona. I said it earlier, didn't I? I said, I don't know how long we keep hold of him because he's a machine. And he's gone to 80 overall. Don't get me wrong. I think we'll make crazy money off him. But, yeah, this is fantastic. We have a 2-goal cushion now, which just makes it a little bit more comfortable. I have even more bad news, though, boys. There's another injury. This time it's Fran Perez, so that position is doomed. I can't make any more subs. I've met them all. So we're now stuck with the team on the pitch that we've got. He's going to have to play the rest of this game injured. And I really have to hope that we don't have all 4 of these players out for any length of time. Strand Larsen over the bar. Yeah, we can't afford to have any of these players out for any length of time. We really can't. I tell you what, though, I've been impressed by Tuta. His recovery runs are great. He's already looking like a great signing for odds. We do have some good news as the full-time whistle goes. Fran Perez's injury seems to have been run off throughout that game. We're going to find out now when we come out of the match, but it did appear as if he managed to run it off. So only 3 players are injured, but the most important thing here, 3 points, and it makes the gap between ourselves and Celta Vigo much bigger. But let's see what kind of injuries we're going to have here. So injury number 1 is 6 days to Cordova. Very happy about that. Injury number 2 is 8 days. Angel Herrera. I'm very happy about that. Will the final one be short? No, that's kind of the one I needed to be short, to be honest with you. It's going to be 4 weeks for Ana Martinez. So that's the one that really hurts us. We've got an offer here for Lopez as well, which I'm just going to reject. I've already said he's not leaving the club in this window. But that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. We only have like 5 or 6 days left of the transfer window, and I still definitely need a left back. Are there other positions I'd like to sign? Yes, that's all going to depend on if we can get any more players out of the club, though. We've got about £11 million left to try and sign this left back, and I think that's going to be achievable. I think the Tuta deal was great. We'll see how Mijovic does up top for us. Again, he wouldn't have been who I'd have signed, but we had to sign him. It's the realism purposes. I'll try and get the best out of him, but we are flying right now in the league. I'm really happy with our performances and how things are going. Thank you very much for watching, boys. Appreciate you all. I will catch you for the next episode of this Girona Career Mode.